following
Journey into comics.
Journey into comics.
It's a journey into comics.
Journey into comics.
Journey into comics.
Journey into comics.
Network.
Production.
We're gonna fuck the sodomites in the dick!
Warning, Podcastrophe imminent. This is Podcastrophe with Nick and Tyler. And Matt. Coming at you with a fistful of heritage on a podcast where anything goes and there are no safe spaces. This is Podcastrophe.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game of King Chair, Episode 1. This is also technically Podcastrophe 85, but that does not matter today. We are here to talk Game of Thrones strictly, and
Nothing else.
We're probably going to talk about
We're not going to talk about a single other thing.
Maybe a little.
Ever.
Maybe a little beer.
No, nothing else. Just the one.
We'll at least talk about the one beer, because it is Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do
Let's
that.
compromise, right?
Let's dive in.
And we're in.
Oh.
This 450 North exclusive is called Winter. Double dry hopped, double IPA, Citra Cryo, Citra Powder, and Galaxy hops. Look at that can. It is so cold. And I'm not just talking about its feeling.
Oh yeah.
It feels cold and it looks cold. It's funny because John, the guy who did the prequel episode of this with me, he had a Monster Zero, and I just out of the side of my eye I saw the blue can, and I'm like, what the fuck? One, why are you drinking at work? Two, how the fuck did you get that? Because we were working. And he's never been down there either. I definitely turned him on to these beers while we did that episode, because I was like, try this slushy. It'll change you.
It's that good.
It's that good.
All right, I'll give it to pour.
All right. Yeah, if you're listening on the Journey into Comics Network feed, definitely swing over to the Podcastrophe feed, because that's the only place you're going to get this show from now on. We did this episode for you guys so that you know what it's about. You can get a taste of it. And if you really, really like it, you can subscribe to Podcastrophe and get it exclusively over there. So thank you for listening, and please do that, because we are going to follow every single episode of this season. We're going to dive in. It's going to be completely filled with spoilers, so beware.
Spoilers abound.
Spoiler alert.
And I am not going to tell you about it halfway through the episode. Like we did on episode 2 of this show.
So be well aware.
Where we reviewed the entire season, and halfway through the episode I go, by the way, spoiler alert. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Oops.
Nice.
Ooh, get me some of that.
Eat. That's sweet.
Oh my god.
So
Oh yeah.
juicy.
Have you guys drank this yet?
No.
Oh, this is your first tasting?
Oh yeah.
It sure is.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
Saved for the occasion.
Oh, it smells really good.
Does
Sure
it?
does.
You.
Ooh. Thank you.
Thank
450
you.
North.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
In we go.
Oh, that is delicious.
please.
That's the good.
The back end I'm not liking. However, everything else I love. It's definitely cold. It's got a nice crisp coldness to it.
The back end's a little better, but it's good.
Yeah.
So juicy. It's is it a double IPA, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double dry hop, double IPA.
Double.
Much deep.
I honestly wish 450 North did more stuff with powders.
Me too.
It's been a while since I've seen them do something with powders.
That powdered nuggets was
Yeah.
so good.
I looked up the stuff on it, and like the more I thought I hated Galaxy hops. Turns out it's in like most of my favorite beers. However, I hate Galaxy hops.
Why do you think
I hate like strictly Galaxy hops. I guess it mixes well with a lot of things. So
You wanna elaborate on that, or you just wanna?
I can't remember what about it is that I don't like the taste. I just don't like the taste of it.
It's like, huh.
And I think the only thing I can really go off of is Galaxy Hero from Revolution.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe it just hasn't been done right for you.
Maybe.
Well, apparently it has been done right for you.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's just mixed in.
We're getting sidetracked, though.
We are.
Yeah.
So
any hoosers.
Game of Thrones Season 8 premiered a few days ago. And the world was waiting. We've been waiting for a year and a half. They made us wait extra long.
We've been
Yes.
borking waiting.
I'd given up.
Bork and wait. You giving up?
I'd given up. I hadn't really watched it in a while. I was like, you know what? The more I watch it, the more it's just gonna make me sad that it's not here.
Yeah, they really made us wait, and like for a couple of reasons. I think one of them was Kit Harington and Rose Leslie's wedding.
Oh, wow.
They had that,
Which
so
is awesome.
Jon Snow and Ygritte officially married. Congrats to them. However long ago that was. And then they were also waiting for like the winter months so they could shoot more wintry scenes,
That makes sense.
including the longest battle scene ever filmed in history, longer than the Battle of Helm's Deep, bigger than the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
that's
we will.
That's something to be seen.
That's apparently
And yet
next
to be
episode.
seen.
The next episode?
It's one of the next 2 episodes. They're
Really?
doing it early on.
I assume it's when everything culminates at the wall.
Well, I mean, everything's already the wall's gone.
The walls? I don't know if the wall's
Everything's
gone,
gonna culminate at Winterfell.
And I believe
Oh,
they
at
said in the
Winterfell.
trailer
Yeah.
that it's coming. They're coming in the next day.
Yeah, they're like, no, they said the morning.
Yeah, the
it
morning.
It could
12,
before,
yeah.
before the dawn.
Before the yeah, so it's like,
Oh wow.
hey,
Okay.
I went scouting. They're here. They're here. We need to go out there like now, it's wartime, baby.
Yeah, I mean, all the preview shots that we got in the original trailer for the season show like nighttime, which it makes perfect sense. It's the battle for the dawn. It's
Light is darkest before the dawn.
It's gonna be nuts. It's
Yeah.
gonna be absolutely nuts. I don't know who's gonna die. I don't know who I want to even think about dying.
We made
at this
some fun
point.
lists.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did, huh? I've been talking to Brandon and a couple other people at work, and I'm like, I don't know how this whole series is gonna end.
Nope, and I haven't given it a whole hell of a lot.
I
of
don't
thought.
want to think about who's gonna win. I don't have any reservations on who I want to win, because at this point, I love all that's left is the characters that I love, except for Cersei
And some like to speculate
And
that
Mountain.
there won't be a
and
winner.
Mountain.
That fucking.
I liked the
bastard.
Mountain before he changed,
Yeah.
before he
Franken
became that
Franken Mountain.
Franken Mountain.
He's always
like it.
been awful though.
He has, but at least he had a sense of humor back then, I guess.
When
If you
did
wanna
he
call
have
it
this-
that.
when-
I thought he was a funny guy.
You're
I mean, did you see him chop that horse's head off? Like, damn, that was funny.
what? It wasn't supposed to be.
Fuck you,
a
PETA.
scene.
Funny.
That was rough.
Oh, PETA does worse things.
Absolutely. We're not here to talk about PETA, though.
No, not PETA. So,
No.
God, where do we even start?
Well, we can definitely go over more behind the scenes stuff in terms of. I made a prediction before the show even premiered. I was like, can't wait to try to load up HBO Now tonight, and it just crashed because everyone's trying to use it. Sure enough, I was already on HBO. I was watching a movie, just passing time. 9:02 or 9:03. I was like, all right, it's time to move over, just to make sure it's there.
Yeah, right.
I go to the HBO Now homepage. It's there. I'm like, all right, let's click
Christmas
it.
time.
Yeah, let's see if it works. Loads up just fine.
Yep, no problems at all.
Like, we didn't even have the issue of a kid coming out of their bedroom. Like, it went so smooth.
You just enjoyed the whole damn thing.
I did. And then next morning, I come to find out, tons of people had issues trying to
me.
watch it.
Took.
Yeah,
we were watching older episodes.
Yeah, because
And-
we thought part of us thought we were. Was that 8? Right?
Yeah, we thought it was at 8.
We're sitting there like, all right, where is it? It was like, I think it might be at 9, guys. And sure enough, we checked it. It's like, oh, it's at 9.
Yeah, that's going to be rough because I've been getting up at 4 instead of 5.
Ooh,
But worth it. I don't
Yeah, I
even.
think,
I don't even care.
it's gonna be good. This was a nice. This is, what do you know, like I feel like this was the last little hurrah. It's like, all right, guys, let's smile and
Yeah.
let's get our kisses in and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're a lot of us were getting ready to go die.
This episode, there's a lot of people like I don't know what to say about it. It was just an episode, and I'm like, no, there was a lot of cool stuff. We got a lot of setup. It's a setup episode.
It was definitely
Yeah.
a setup episode. There was a lot of little things that happened in the episode that is like the last time
And we
these
got
people are gonna meet,
Yeah.
or see each other potentially.
we got a lot of setup. We have a lot of reunions,
Yeah.
tons of reunions.
Oh yeah,
People that haven't worked together since like maybe season 2, season 3.
There's the best reunion,
Which one?
the very last scene.
Oh, I know what you did 7 seasons ago,
Yep.
which has spawned tons of memes.
Yep.
Memes galore this episode, which I am very looking forward to this season because
yeah.
people's meme games have been strong. Like
Yes,
the
they
last
have.
episode.
I gotta say this one. There's the one where it has him saying his thing. He's like, "We don't got time for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit's going down." And it's also me, and it's him just sitting there creeping people out. Like,
Oh yeah,
why are you staring across the courtyard so much?
I love
dog?
the
Like,
one where it's like it's a GoFundMe to like get ramps installed in the courtyard, so Brand's not always in the courtyard. Get this kid out of here. We don't want him here anymore. He's creeping out the guests.
Oh man.
But yeah, this episode was a ton of setup, and it was also a lot of payoffs from the season finale and last season in general.
Sure.
Oh, Euron's not going home. He's going to get the Golden Company. Ta-da! The Golden Company's here. Yara got kidnapped, taken hostage. Oh, we just saved Yara.
Did you see who they killed on their way to Yara?
No,
Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
no shit.
that was him,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
The
Hot
very
damn.
first person when they're busting on the boat gives you a shot in the head. It's Mac from It's Always
Wow.
Sunny.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I need to watch that again.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
as fuck.
great.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
What else happened? What else did they wrap up? Obviously, Bran talked to Jon Snow about his heritage.
Well, Sam did.
Yeah, Sam did. Brandon
Was
did.
Sam?
I love that too. Like,
told Sam.
Brandon and I worked it out. I had this diary from an old sept, or wasn't it an old sept? Yeah, it was an old sept. And Bran had whatever Bran has. I love the way he worded it.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck. Everybody in this show right now does not know what the fuck is going on with Bran. Bran is just.
They probably think that he just went and fucking ate some kind of weird mushroom or root out in the woods. And he has just lost his fucking mind.
Took some bad acid.
You're a man now. Not yet.
That was weird.
Did you even see Jon Snow's reaction
Yeah.
to him? He's just like,
Right. He's like,
even Jon
Like,
Snow,
like a
like
dog.
the guy who is like just this super. I mean, yeah, despite being super brooding, he's super loving, especially towards his family, and he's just like, all right,
I've not
Please-
thought
please
this
get out of the
awkward in
court.
a long time.
All right,
That's how he
Bran.
looked. Like,
I'm really glad to see you, but stay out of the courtyard, please.
can we get those ramps?
Go do something.
Oh, this
Man. He's done a lot. Poor Bran has been through a lot.
he's been through the shit.
Everything.
Pushed
He's
out
been
of
through
the
everything.
tower. I mean,
It could be like,
And then he got to relive
he could
falling
creep-
out the tower.
oh yeah, he
Yeah.
could creep out Jon Snow like he creeped out Sansa, where he's like, I saw you that night. You were
oh,
beautiful.
Yeah, he did.
That
And
was
she's like,
fucked
thanks
up.
for reminding me I was raped
Yeah.
hard.
Right.
And he could have just been like, I saw you that night, John. When you
I saw you
at,
have
at
sex
Craster's
with
Keep.
your aunt.
At Craster's Keep, he's like, I saw you that night. You were beautiful.
You were beautiful.
Except
So was
I
Danny.
physically saw you, and I wasn't whatever I am now.
Yeah.
Fucking
Bran is
Bran.
gonna.
He's
I feel like
something
he's gonna do something fucked up, or he's gonna bring something fucked up, or he's gonna Hodor somebody. He's gonna
Well,
he's gonna
there's
get
a-
in someone's
Yeah.
head like he did with Hodor. and
There's
he's
a
gonna fuck
theory
something
that
up.
he's gonna Hodor the fucking Night King and become the Night King. There's always that theory. He tries
That's
to
a fun
Hodor him,
one.
or he tries to Hodor him. He tries to war against him in the past, and then he just becomes the Night King.
Yeah.
Which is why there's some weird connection with them. But that was a theory from like a couple seasons ago
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
when he Hodored.
When
There's
he
only
did the
one way to
Hodor.
find out.
Do the Hodor. No.
When he
Don't.
quote unquote held the door.
That's fucked up.
So fucked up. I definitely love that Sam Tarley is extremely upset at the news he just received, and he goes out, sees Bran. Bran's like, "You have to tell John now," and Sam's like, "Really, right now, bro?" Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't break the news very well.
No.
I don't think.
He did it in an interesting way, and I do a lot of my discussion and talking while at work because I have great minds like Brandon Stone to work with, and he said it best. He's like, I thought it was really interesting how John processed all this information instead of freaking out about what are you talking about? I'm not a Targaryen. He went immediately to, are you calling my dad a liar? My dad was the most honorable person I knew.
Yeah.
Are you saying he lied? And it's like, it's an interesting way to go with that information. Not freak out about yourself, but freak out about your dad or who you thought was your dad lying.
It was quite an information dump.
It was.
Just like, dog.
It's that
What if I told you
WikiLeaks.
your name was Aegon Targaryen?
It's that WikiLeaks
What?
dump we've been waiting for all week.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
It is an
That
interesting.
is a very good point.
We have loads of people in the chat right now. Nobody talking, but we got
Well,
we got my
guys.
wife, we got Jeremiah Swinford, Brett Maxwell, Ryan Strasma, and Christopher Scott.
Oh, hi, folks.
Hello.
In the watching now, it looks like just Christopher Scott, but I believe there's more. I
Maybe.
believe there's more.
Perhaps.
Please smash that like button, as the YouTubers are
Smash
saying.
that like button, folks.
Comment, talk to us.
So many
we
like
want to hear
buttons,
what you
folks.
think, and we want to hear your questions on what we think. We want to hear your questions in general. So
We're thinking things. So, John Stargarian,
Start Gary.
Stargarian.
is it? So question: is it like canon that the only people that can ride dragons are Targaryens? Like they're the only ones capable of riding dragons.
I don't know.
I
how feel
don't
about
know.
Like
I don't
that's
know.
all I've heard from people, and
You
it's
would-
like, and
You
I'm
would
like,
think that's not true.
I feel like it's untrue because maybe there's just someone that's like super fearless and is like a thrill seeker and can do that shit. However,
It's the thing with the dragons.
yeah, it is
The
a thing. It's a
dragons
trust thing.
wouldn't let them ride them
So-
anymore. But I don't know.
If
I don't know
that-
if that's a thing. I bet somebody has answered it. I bet somebody knows.
Yeah, if that is a thing, then I wonder why Daenerys hasn't picked up on like my dragons like this dude, or maybe she thinks, oh, they can see that I trust him, so they trust him.
Maybe.
But they're like, hey, John.
Dog.
They're like, dude, you cool. I see you. You cool.
We
See
like
what you're
you.
doing. You're making big
I
moves.
see you. I see you slapping your aunt's cheeks over there.
Dummy thick in all nature.
Holy shit. Super awkward, that dragon just staring John down like.
Yep.
And I couldn't tell if it was like I see what you're doing over there and I'm watching you. Or if it was yeah. Just go ahead, don't mind me.
Get it, Johnny boy. Get it, Johnny boy.
Wasn't sexual.
I couldn't
Let
tell.
us know in the comments, folks.
What do you think it was?
Was Drogon jealous or just envious?
Oh, talk about an Oedipus complex. That's their mother.
Well,
But to be fair, that's
To
his
be
aunt.
fair,
That's his aunt.
there's his aunt.
it's a weird situation.
It is.
I don't think John's thought of that yet.
Once again.
Like he's too busy thinking like, "There's no way that Ned Stark would lie to me." It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and-
just
and
said you boned your aunt.
Wait and smell the roses. Come on, man.
He's like, "Oh no, that part
what do
was
you
tight."
what I want to know, what I want to know is what's he gonna do with this information? Is he gonna withhold it and be like, I don't need to tell anybody this. I know who I am. Who I am is who I've become.
That sounds like a Jon Snow thing.
It does, because once again, he even kind of said it when talking to Sansa. He's like, I never wanted to be king in the North. I did it because they wanted me to, and I did it to protect them.
But they built up the plot line that the North isn't going to go along with it unless Jon is the one that's the face of it.
Like, once again, like, even though he is technically the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, I don't think he wants to do anything. I don't think he ever wanted to be a leader in any sort of way. It just keeps getting thrust upon him because he is a natural-born leader.
Yep.
He definitely doesn't. He doesn't want any of it. They're definitely building up that he doesn't want any of that.
Yeah, so I think when it comes down to it, he's going to be, if he does tell Daenerys, he's going to be like, look, I guess I'm the rightful heir, but, you know, you can have it.
Right. It's
I don't
really
want
don't
it.
To do it. It's
I don't want it. I'm not going to contest your reign. I'm not going to contest your rule. You can have it, and I will support you.
But Sam already brought up the question. Like, you know, he put aside his kingship for you. Are you going to put aside your queenship for him? Because all of this is supposed to be for you, Daenerys.
Would she do that for you?
What is right. And what's right is him being on it.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on how much information is revealed to the public, because they could keep a lot of this information just in a tight circle, potentially, and then only a certain amount of people know, and then they make their decision instead of having, like, outside influence. You know?
There's different advantages of the truth being let out. And when certain people know the truth, they might not be able to keep it to themselves.
Right.
Because Sam really, really doesn't like Daenerys.
Not at this point. She had a good thing going, and he was excited. Then she's just like, yeah, I killed your dad. Well, he was kind of an asshole, I guess. Good thing my brother's still there.
See.
I killed him too.
And then just kind of just like, bye.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah. Probably to her for just telling him.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Like, she was straight up with him, and
Immediately.
like, as soon as she realized who he was. And then, what's up, Dustin Chavez? Thank you for joining the show.
Hello.
I think this is the first time I've seen you join. Like, jeez.
Ooh. Calling you out.
Calling out.
But we're thankful that you're here,
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Something to do with Sam and fine. I could have sworn, like, why is he so torn up about his dad if he fucking hated his dad? I feel
He's
like
not
he
torn
his
up about that. I think he's more torn up about his brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, he was still pretty upset about finding out his dad had been executed.
I mean, it's
basically.
pretty shocking.
It is pretty shocking.
It's still his dad. I mean,
Especially when when it's like, oh, my dragon fucking fried your dad alive. I told him to. I said, hey,
Yeah.
get him. And he did it.
He was like, I'm not bending the knee. I'm like, are you sure you're not bending the knee? He's like, I'm not bending the knee. He's like, all right, you're gonna die. All right, I guess I'm gonna die. And then then your brother's like, I'm gonna die too. And he was like, bro.
And almost everybody said no.
He's like,
Everyone
man,
"Oh,
there's no
good
need
for
to."
Bro, you have a future ahead of you. And little brother's like, or big brother, little brother, whatever he
Big
was.
brother.
He's like, no,
Little.
I am standing with my father, and I defy you. And Daenerys is like, all right, you're gonna die too.
Yep.
You've clearly made your decision. So
And that was the end of that. Yeah.
no more dick on jokes.
Nope.
Ha.
And he is the little brother.
He is the little brother.
He's the little brother.
Yes.
Yep.
Heard.
Because he's really awesome. So that's why Sam got sent away to the Night's Watch. So he couldn't claim the Tarly land.
I
And
see.
it went to Dickon.
Makes sense.
He said you're either going to go to the Night's Watch or you're going to have a horseback riding accident. Because that's a...
Oh, okay.
That's what
This
his
is
dad-
from the books, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it
is.
was in the show.
Okay. One of those things. It's just
So
like,
he does, cause
it's
so
just
his
in there.
dad was like, I don't fucking, like, you are not going to be my heir.
What an asshole.
Yeah, his dad was a total fucking dickhead.
I mean, and whoever portrayed that character just did a fantastic job at being an insufferable dick.
Yep.
He always looked like a sourpuss. Just was like, huh, that guy's a prick.
Yep. But again, true to his character to the very end.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
Yes.
I'm
100%.
not giving up. I'm not fucking joining you. Like,
I mean, kudos to him for having a really strong resolve. However, he chose wrong.
His resolve got him dead.
I mean, yeah.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Those fucking turleys.
It was dirty.
I need a pardon. I can get that. Why? Borrowed some shit and a sword.
Yeah.
With
Like,
said sword.
nah. Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, I can. If I was Daenerys, I don't like.
You're forgiven.
I ain't saying shit.
Whale.
This guy's on my. I need this guy on my side.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna progress. I wonder. I don't think Jon Snow is gonna really give a shit about that. I mean, he obviously will feel bad about
He might.
because he immediately went. Instead of talking about that, he went into the. You're the king of the seven.
Yeah.
Some part of me feels like he might hold it against her still, or might bring it up slyly whenever
Sam?
John's
whenever
not
they're
gonna
having a little
care.
argument. He's just like, "Well, you did this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the jumping around a little bit. There was that whole scene, the dragon riding scene.
Yeah.
So I love that little banter when they first got on. They're like, I don't even know how to ride a dragon. Nobody knows how to ride a dragon until they ride a dragon.
Right.
All right, cool, Daenerys.
Yeah.
You're cool story.
Thanks
bro.
for the.
story,
Thanks for that. Tell it again, bro.
Yeah.
She was so proud of herself. She
Where-
just like,
Where do I? What if it doesn't let me? Well, it was nice knowing you.
yeah.
Wow, Daenerys, bro, we've been fucking.
Fire. Pew, pew, pew,
Where do
pew.
I even hold on to? I don't know. Find somewhere.
Find something?
Again, great advice.
Thanks.
Solid. But so I love that little back and forth, and then they get to those waterfalls and that basically that hunting area that Jon Snow used to hunt in when he was a child, and she says something along the lines like, "We could hide here for 1,000 years," and that just took me back to Egret.
Yep.
Because back to the cave.
Yep.
Let's never leave.
Yep.
She's
Jon Snow keeps finding himself in beautiful locations with beautiful women.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, come die with us. Like,
And
dog, I don't
meanwhile,
wanna
the beautiful
do none of
women
that.
are like, "Stay here with me,
Yeah.
1,000 years," and all he has to say is, "We'd be really old." It's like, yeah, you're right.
But
He's got a sense of honor that he got from his father.
Father.
which one?
Ned Stark
Ew.
will always be
Oh, absolutely.
his dad.
It harkens back to fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He might have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
yeah,
Or
right.
flipped
Yeah.
around, whatever.
Yep.
Ned Stark,
Pretty fucking good role model.
pretty fucking good
Ain't
role model.
nobody keeps a secret like Ned fucking Stark.
Sean Bean.
Secret,
Oh,
secret champion.
Yeah. No one
Secret
keeps a secret like Ned
champion.
Stark.
Record holder, some say.
Yes,
Didn't
for
even
sure.
tell his fucking wife. God damn. And she hated him. She hated him for it.
I'm sorry, Catelyn. I had urges.
Yeah.
I'm a man. It was war. And she's like, "Fuck you, Ned.
Yep.
I'm not leaving you, but fuck you."
Fuck you and fuck that kid.
Yeah, and fuck that kid too.
She hated him forever.
Oh yeah. Kid's growing up, trips over something. She's just like, "Yeah, serves you right for being alive."
Yeah. Fucking bastard child.
Oh, you're crying? You got hurt? You hurt yourself? Fuck you for being alive.
You
Your
shouldn't
fault
be
for
here.
being alive.
I fucking hate Catelyn. She's such a bitch.
I liked her for her her snideness in some areas, but like in my I'm talking in my original watch through.
Mm-hmm.
So binging again, not so much. Second and third time, not so much. I'm not a big fan of her
Nope.
moving like on my second and third watch. Not a big fan. No. There's a couple characters that I was like, yeah, I really see why people hate you.
Wasn't there a theory that she was a lady something fuck?
Stoneheart?
She is Lady Stoneheart in the books. Lady Stoneheart's just not a character in the show.
Oh.
Okay.
Wonder why they decided to not have that happen.
It's too much other shit. They just cut out a lot of storylines.
Yeah.
in a show that has 60 plot lines.
I
You
love.
can't blame them
There's
too much.
so many different things you could.
I definitely love
You could do.
how they wrote out the elephants.
Yep.
I guarantee there was a meeting. They're like, so we got the Golden Company coming. They're gonna be here this season, and
We're already at 15 million episodes.
fucking
guys.
George Martin was like, he wrote elephants and stuff into their story in the books. I don't want to spend the budget on elephants. It's got to be all dragons, and they're like, well, they can't travel across the ocean.
Boom. Just don't
Wow,
work.
that simple.
That
And
works.
meanwhile, HBO's like, you can have all of our money, make the absolute best season, just best final season of any show ever. You have literally our entire budget. We will drop every show just to make sure this season is the absolute best television anyone has ever seen.
They made it very clear they wanted it to be the best of the best.
Yeah, and D.B. Weiss and Benoit, what?
Chris Benoit.
Benioff.
Crippler crossface.
Benioff was like, no, you know what? We're good. And HBO was like, no, make them longer. Make each episode longer. And they're like, no, we're actually good. We're telling the story we want to tell, and I think we're doing it fine. So kudos to them for apparently knowing.
Meh.
And we could have had the elephants
We could have had.
Coulda.
because we had HBO's entire budget.
Could have had the goddamn.
But you know what?
elephants, but
I mean, they had a year and a half to animate it. Also, I guess we could have.
no. I
They
guess
coulda done
CGI
just
is a.
Remember
come
the
a long
bear?
way.
Remember the bear in the last season?
Yeah,
The
that's
white bear.
The white bear.
That thing was crazy.
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
We could have done with some.
However, we're getting a lot of really badass dragon shots. So
Yep.
Are we ready for another beer?
I think so.
Oh boy, this is the other one I was really super excited for.
Jungle juice.
Jungle Juice, man.
Passion fruit, coconut, mango, kiwi, and pineapple.
God.
Do you guys remember Jungle Juice like growing up in high school, or whatever?
Yeah. The only place I ever saw was a place called Kyle Brown's place.
A place
And-
called Kyle Brown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good old Brownie. He threw some parties at his house, parents' house, and then I mean I never got to drink it because I didn't drink back then.
I was a big fan. It was. Wow.
I've drank Jungle Juice once
you.
in my life.
Thank you. Thank you.
It even looks delicious. It looks like straight up orange juice.
It does. It looks fantastic.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
let us enjoy this before we dive into the latter end of our wonderful discussion of Game of Thrones.
Yee. Oh sweet Jesus, it is so good.
holy wow. That's incredible.
That's amazing.
Miranda, if you're watching, it's incredible. She said she's in the comments. Ugh, tell me if that drink is good. I wanted to try it.
It's
I'm telling you,
muy bueno.
from live from Podcastrophe Studios, even though you were right upstairs, it's good.
Come down here and steal some of his.
Yeah, come down here, try it.
toads.
It's right here.
A little bit of goop left in the can. Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah, goopy good.
She goes, you suck. Come down and try it.
Hey,
Do it.
just come on.
So, what next?
Let's see.
What we covered. What else is there to cover?
This was, like I said, this is a setup episode. We could always, again, go into predictions for future episodes, or we can continue discussing like the little dynamics we see.
I feel like Brienne and the Hound reuniting, so to speak, was pretty interesting there. The way they reacted and what's his fuck?
I didn't see them
Podrick?
interact.
They did.
Brienne?
Bran and the Hound?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Podrick and Tyrion.
Yeah. Well, no, that was season finale. Hi, Miranda.
She
I thought
heard
they
the call.
reunited in the very beginning when all the troops were marching.
Don't remember that.
I feel like they did.
I loved all the dagger eyes I saw from Sansa to Daenerys. Like, you're so the North is so beautiful, and so are you. And she just looks Daenerys up and down.
Yeah, she was so fucking just against Daenerys.
Sansa's being quite the biatch.
Yep, I've never liked Sansa. Never been a big fan.
I gotta say, she's come a long way as a character.
That was good.
What do dragons eat? Whatever the fuck they want, bitch.
Yeah, that was good.
And Daenerys doesn't even look at her all the way. She just kind of...
Right after Sansa is rude to Dany, she's just like,
Bitch.
whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's like, okay. She saw the dagger eyes, and she's like, all right,
She's throwing it back.
I gotta stand my ground.
And of course, John's just sitting there just like, oh, fuck.
Sansa's like, I've been through so much. And Daenerys is like, I conquered a whole fucking continent, bitch, and I'm coming for yours. And he just smirks her. Just smirks her.
Oh, man.
cheesing.
Speaking of that scene, fucking Lady Mormont
Oh, yeah.
coming at you again.
She's
a
you
fan
knew
favorite.
it, too. When
Oh,
you saw
yeah.
her there, she's going to be the one that addresses the elephant in the room.
You are the chosen one!
Hey, weren't you king of the North, bro?
Yes.
Didn't we make you king in the North? And
You, not her.
Jon Snow's like, guys, seriously.
It
dead
doesn't,
people,
yes.
come on.
It doesn't matter.
Why are you still arguing about this?
Just stop. STAP, stap.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't...
All these semantics are getting argued, and Jon is like, seriously, people.
What I find super
Seriously.
interesting
Right.
is that all of it's not about to matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, none of that fucking bullshit matters. We're getting ready to get overrun by... Are you guys... zombies. They're brought back from the dead.
Zombies.
We're fighting a zombie
And
army.
said zombies have a dragon now.
Fucking
Can we admit that there's crazier things going on? You just saw a dragon, people. We need to focus.
people
Then
are
we're
arguing
just-
in the courtyard. Bran's like, the Night King is coming. He has your dragon. Wow, way to open that wound up. And they've busted through the wall. Next scene. We just found out they busted through the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, folks.
Who
Can we
promoted
stop talking
Captain
about
Obvious?
titles, please?
Somehow Bran knew, but he's just been in the courtyard, so I don't know.
What does Bran do? He just closes his eyes and thinks, and he sees things that have happened
He does wear things with
everywhere.
his hands. And it's just,
What are you guys talking about? We're living in a crazy world, people of Winterfell. We need to wake up.
And you are worried about who is king in a certain direction.
Who cares?
Jon Snow's like, I just want to protect you people.
And of course, Dany pops up like, I kind of care. I'm going for the throne.
I care.
I mean,
Shut the fuck up, Danny.
counterproductive,
Then
bitch.
Tyrion walks in and pisses everyone off. Like,
Oh,
also, the Lannisters are coming.
It's like, by the like, I don't know if this helps,
Oh, yeah.
but Cersei said that she's sending the Lannister army, and everybody's like, no,
Everybody
that
just-
doesn't help.
they just
They're
instantly
gonna
start
come up
booing.
here and just kill everyone.
Everybody's just,
Meanwhile, Jamie's gonna pop in. They're like, by the way, that army's not actually coming, but I'm here. The previews for next episode where Dany is basically confronting Jamie, that's gonna be interesting.
ooh, that will be interesting.
Yep.
But I don't think anything's gonna really come of that. I think it's gonna be like one of those, I'm coming at you, and then I'm gonna say, however,
Yeah.
because by this point she knows just how much of a asshole psychopath her father was.
You'd hope.
You know,
She's been
Jamie
told.
can't go out that way. That'll make no sense.
Oh no, she's not, or he's not gonna go out that way. He's
They might try.
I feel like Jamie's just going to, I feel like he's probably going to die in combat.
he might. I don't know.
I
There's
mean,
all
I
sorts
don't,
of fun predictions.
At the end of the series, I want him to be the one to kill Cersei.
Me too.
that would be
That's my hope.
poetic justice.
I mean, it would be much like another scene we saw where Bronn, he's getting his fuck on.
Yep.
The ladies surround him.
God damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's getting his
forgot
fuck
about
on.
That,
And then
that
there-
was dark.
And
Yeah.
then Qyburn.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm talking.
Braun's
I'm
like,
not, okay.
Fuck, bro.
The sex wasn't dark.
Do you
what
not see what's
Qyburn
going on
brought
here?
was dark.
Oh, yeah, the crossbow.
Getting
Joffrey's crossbow.
coming to get Braun. Like Cersei wants you to kill her fucking brothers.
Hey,
How
Cersei wants to
fucking
kill.
far is she gone?
She wants you to kill her brothers, aka two of your best friends. You've
Yeah.
had many travels with
Yes.
and fought alongside with many times.
His response: "This fucking family."
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do it.
There's no way.
I think a lot of people are like, well, he does if the price is right, he'll do anything. But I don't think he has a price when it comes to those two.
How many seasons has he been with Jamie though? In theory?
Several
Okay.
since season
I don't-
5.
I find that very hard to believe out of Braun.
I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he'll go up there, but I don't think he's gonna do it.
No, I don't see that happening. But this show does have a way of doing things that you don't think are going to happen.
You know what? It's Brandon thinks is gonna happen with the whole Jon Aegon Targaryen Stark Snow Stargarian. He's gonna tell Dany. Dany's gonna be pissed and be like, "You're gonna contest my throne. You're gonna contest my reign. Fuck you,
Maybe.
Drogon, Dracarys." And then Drogon's gonna be like, "No, bro, he's a Targaryen." And she's gonna be like, "No, Dracarys." And after several
He thinks the dragons are going to turn on Dany?
no,
I don't know if they would
he
turn on
thinks,
Dany,
he
but they're
thinks
not
that
gonna.
Drogon is finally gonna be like, "Fine, I don't want to do this, but fine." Light Jon Snow up. However, he's Targaryen,
Right.
unburnt.
Oh.
And that's when she's going to be like, holy shit, he is a Targaryen.
And then he is the prince that was promised.
That would be a
Azor Ahai reborn.
that would be a pretty Shakespearean way of presenting all of that.
That'd
Or
be
they
cool.
think,
It's right
or
up
they
their
think the Night King's dragon's going to try torching him. And nothing's
That'd be
gonna
an
happen.
interesting theory, considering the Targaryens, like you said, are immune to fire. What about?
But however, he's half Targaryen, so I don't know if that carries over at this point. There's the magic there.
He's
we've yet to be
ice
seen.
He is ice.
and fire.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
that was
Jon
an-
Snow. He's always going to be Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, I think in the end, we've been told that the ending is going to be bittersweet. So I don't want to think about it, but I think Jon's going to deny his right to the throne and be like, Dany, it's all yours. It's always been all yours. And then she's just going to die, and it's going to be forced upon him anyways.
Do you think she'll die in childbirth?
Austin says he is the dragon.
He is the dragon. Harkening back to Viserys.
Yeah.
I am the dragon.
No, you're not, buddy.
Please stop saying that. Just please stop saying that. I am the last dragon. I am the dragon.
You're the dragon.
It's like, listen to me. Please stop saying it. It sounds so weird.
Please, bub.
Fucking nerd. You fucking nerd. Drogo's like, oh my god, I can't wait to kill this
Shut
guy.
this guy up.
I'm gonna kill the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, I can't wait to kill her brother.
Do you think
He finally fucks up and he does it.
Do you think Daenerys' old boyfriend's came back with the Golden Company?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's gonna happen.
Oh.
I think he's gonna be like, fuck Marine. And then I'm going with the Golden Company. It's what I do. I'm a sellsword.
Yep.
The what was it? The Seven Sons or whatever.
Yeah. Or the
They're the Golden Company.
Well, no, what was Dario's?
I think it was the Seven Sons.
Yeah. So yeah, I think since he's the last of them, I think
that's what they made it seem like, I believe.
I think he's gonna join the Golden Company. I think we're gonna see him because the way they ended things with him just didn't seem very final. It seemed like it was definitely a setup for something later. Hey, you're not coming with me because I'm kind of officially single. So I don't.
I'm gonna go get my fuck on over in Westeros.
And
They're gonna want me to marry somebody over there, and I can't have a fuck buddy and marry somebody.
So
They're not very into that.
yeah. So this is the part where we go. Boop.
So I think he's going to be bitter. I don't know if he's going to be bitter, but I think he's going to use the Golden Company to get back to her, and he's going to find, oh, she's fallen in love with another.
And get all butthurt about it.
Yeah, and then suddenly we have a Jon Snow-Dario fight going on, which will be awesome.
I hope Jon Snow just fucking murks him.
It'd be an interesting fight because they have two very different styles.
Yeah.
He's more the cunning. He's the rogue. And
Yeah.
John's the fucking tank. Tank paladin, whatever you want to call him. I'm not very familiar with classes.
John's
has a
pretty
big
good
sword.
at getting his ass whooped, dying.
Coming back to life, getting his ass whooped some more.
But, I don't know. That'd be a weird one.
That interaction.
Interesting. Also, why would they bring him back? Just to cause
Just to get him murdered.
It's just a tying up a loose end, and it's
Let Grey Worm kill him. That'd be funny.
That would be that'd be good. It's just it's adding drama to the already suspenseful situation.
Yeah,
It's
why not?
adding more drama on Danny's end. Like that was somebody she kind of loved. I feel like she did love him.
Yeah.
In some way or another.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
That might be Cersei's secret plan. I mean, because Dario's definitely the kind of guy that could walk in a room and say, like, I fucked the Dragon Queen. So let me go in there and do some espionage shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he thinks he's going to send her in there and get her all flustered. There's all sorts of fun ideas. And we've only got 5 more weeks.
5 more. God damn.
It's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be absolutely wonderful.
Be hilarious.
Again, like I just loved all the interactions we saw because again, just reunion after reunion after reunion. We had Tyrion and Sansa, and then there's the dude from the Vale, and he is just like utterly disgusted with Tyrion because of their last interaction, the trial by combat and all that, and he's just he's like, my lady, walks away, and Tyrion's just like, yeah.
Sup, dude?
Hey.
So
Still mad
just
about
sawed
that?
it
Yeah,
right
you're
out
still
of the
mad.
Lady of Winterfell has a nice ring to it. Hand of the Queen has a nice ring to it, depending on which queen. It's like, nice. I haven't talked to you since Joffrey's wedding. It had its moments.
Yeah. Miserable affair. It had its moments.
Like
And it looked terrible when you fucking dipped out right afterwards,
bro.
making me look really guilty.
Thanks, by the way. Never properly thanked you for that.
yeah.
Bitch.
But the chain of events, like, again, this episode was nothing but payoff. It was set up and payoff. So we finally got some like conclusion to something we never really thought we needed conclusion to, like Sansa just taking off after Joffrey's wedding. Mm-hmm. Like we didn't think we needed that, but that conversation happened, and we're like, yeah,
It was interesting dialogue at the very least.
mm-hmm, absolutely. There's the Arya and Hound. You left me for dead. I also robbed you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep.
I also robbed you. Arya's stalking around like a little badass. She's gonna do some cool murdering this season.
Either that or it's going to go really, really wrong for her.
That would be devastating.
Brandon also had I had to keep stealing all his ideas and whatnot, but he's not here to present them, and I feel like next week we're gonna have a lot more to talk about. So, we plan on him being here for next episode of Game of King Chair.
Nice.
And he thinks that Jaime's gonna die on the battlefield, and then I don't. It'll be like an off-screen death, maybe, possibly.
No,
And that
they better
just
not.
wait for it. And then he's gonna go back to Cersei. Cersei's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you returned," but she's pissed still, and he murders her, and it's like, "Oh, I'm Arya, bitch." It's reaching. It's really reaching. It's a reaching theory.
That'd be
It's
interesting,
a fun theory.
It's a
Brent.
fun theory,
That's
but
a
I don't
fun
think it's gonna
theory.
happen.
I'm excited for some face changing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely. I would hope that happens.
they have laid the stonework for it. So if they don't capitalize on that, I feel
Yeah,
like
they
they'd be
need to.
missing out.
Everything's got to cap. Yeah, all these things that they've been building up, they have to capitalize.
Mm-hmm.
They have to.
Ari's gonna have something cool happen. Everyone's gonna have something cool happen if they're still alive at this point. Whether or not it's a cool death or a satisfying one, or right, they're all gonna be satisfying. I think you might not be happy about it, but it'll be like, well, you went out.
Like I fucking guess.
All Sam's got is, dude, good job on healing Jorah over here. Yeah, whatever. I killed your parents.
Right. Yeah.
I killed your dad and brother.
Awkward.
I don't see Sam dying.
Nah, I don't see
There's
him
no
dying.
purpose in Sam dying.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I've been telling people when they're like, "Oh yeah, this person's gonna die." I'm like, I don't. It's just he's not.
You got to either be a super fucking evil character, or you have to be a character who's going to be near a battlefield.
Like as much
Not
as
evil, but just really important. Like, is Daenerys ever going to end up on a battlefield? Maybe.
she'll at least be flying around one.
I think I feel like she's going to be.
She'll at least be flying around.
What the fuck does she have when she hits the ground, though?
Nothing.
Yeah.
She can't be burnt.
Maybe.
Although I guess if you think about it, it really, from another perspective, it wouldn't really make sense for her to ride the dragon in battle. When can't she just communicate telepathically? I don't fucking know.
Go in there and burn the fucking shit out of every
She'd
single
ride it.
one of those things.
She'd ride it just like her ancestors. Read Fire and Blood. It's great.
I don't see Dany dying in the battlefield.
I don't either.
That doesn't make sense. I don't think.
I don't either.
Unless she's fighting the White Walkers.
As odd as it sounds, I don't see Theon dying.
Oh, I think he's dying.
You think he is?
He'll die. He'll die a heroic death.
make up for
He will
his-
redeem himself in death. I think
To make
he
up
will
for
do
his
something to save
bitch move.
somebody.
And it's crazy because he's already pretty much redeemed himself.
no.
Eh.
I mean, he's risen up and changed his own character within.
Do you remember when he abandoned his sister?
Yeah, and he saved her too.
Does
He,
it?
he stood up to his fellow Ironborn and was like, "Fuck you, we're gonna go save my sister." And they're like, "Why should we follow you?" And he's like, "This is why. I don't have balls."
That was stupid.
Yeah, that was.
It was silly, but you know what? It worked,
Yeah.
and it worked to his advantage.
I do not think Theon has redeemed himself.
Yeah, I feel like.
What?
I feel like he's gonna die.
What if the battle for the Dawn is lost? But that being said, just because the battle's lost doesn't mean our heroes have to die.
Right.
They can escape. There's
Right.
still an entire southern part of the continent. There's still the Iron Islands. And if Yara's going there to take them over, they have a retreat.
Right.
If that's the case, they have a very short amount of time from a production standpoint to do that.
They do.
They have
What
5
do you mean?
episodes.
I
They have
mean-
5 episodes to do all
That
of that.
there's a lot of huge storylines, and they're
Episode-
not all going to end in the last episode.
No.
Battle of the Dawn's going to happen soon,
Yeah.
and there's going to be an episode or two after that major battle. That's not going to be the final bit of
final
the
thing.
show.
No, we
The
have
the
the
last-
battle for the Seven Kingdoms, too.
Yeah, because
have
after
2
that
wars.
threat, yeah, there's so many things that are not possibly going
Like,
to.
even if Cersei was true to her word and actually sending the troops, we would still have that battle even after the battle for the Dawn. Because at the end of it, they're like, well, that enemy's taken care of.
Moving on.
We're already here.
Yep.
Yeah. Episode 3 is supposed to be an hour 20.
Yep.
Longest in series history.
I thought it was the last 2 that were supposed to be an hour 20.
They might be. I can't remember.
This is I believe it's an older article that I read. The first 4 were supposed to be 60 minutes. Last 2 were supposed to be 80.
I remember reading at one point that every episode was supposed to be feature length, aka 2 hours.
Yeah.
My ass. Yeah, I remember reading
love
that. Too.
that. I would absolutely love that, but
They could have covered everything.
they could have.
But here we are.
But Benioff and Weiss are like, no, we don't need to do that. And us fans are like, you can.
You could.
You could.
You could add 6 more seasons if you want.
We'll watch it. We promise.
If you want.
I just finished the slushy and it's so good.
It was very good.
Is there anything else we wanted to get into?
Nothing comes to mind.
There's so much. I'm sure there's things that the moment we stop recording, I'm like, oh, fuck, we're
We're gonna talk about this.
Oh, I know.
Grab my car.
And I have watched the episode twice now. I don't know if you guys have gone
I've only
over
seen
it.
it the one.
Oh, yes.
I assumed you.
Yes.
I watched it last night. It was a little it was a more casual watch since I had already seen it. So every so often I'd be on my phone or the kids would be like talking in the background. You know, I was like, okay, it's just there, and if I want to focus in on it, it's there. Yeah, I think we pretty much dived into this episode.
Covered a lot of ground.
We did. We sure did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we want to keep going, unless you guys got somewhere to be, this is actually like a really short episode of Podcastrophe. So we could just go off the rails and do the normal Podcastrophe thing at this point.
I'm not opposed.
If I get a tinkle in me and one more beer, I don't have any more beers. So
Well, there is a mini fridge right in front of you.
All right. I'm going to tinkle, and then we will dive out of the
Tinkle time.
king chair.
We're exiting Game of King Chair. We are now entering Podcastrophe territory. So no more spoilers.
Actually, we probably might bring up spoilers.
Oh shit. How you been, Zach? It's been a minute since I've seen you.
Yeah, I know. I just been working a lot. And...
What?
Can I still pee back here?
Yeah, you can still pee back there.
Oh, I was about to say. No, I've been working a lot.
Yeah,
Same. Just working, eat, sleep, repeat. Been working a lot of weird hours too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
What about you?
I've been good.
Staying busy?
I've been staying really busy. Work, parenthood.
Yes.
Been watching the kids a lot. You know,
You?
supporting the wife in her career. You know, it's she got a new job. She's doing that whole dialysis tech thing, getting up at 3 in the freaking morning. You know,
Jeez.
like she's a trooper. She's a true trooper.
Yeah, it's rough.
And kudos to her for doing that. Cause fuck if I could do that.
Yeah, man, I know the feeling. Sometimes I have to wake up at 3 to be at my work by 4 sometimes, and that's those days are.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been getting up at 4 a.m. Either to take the kids to their babysitter or to get up and go to the gym.
Sure.
Like that's now my internal clock is to wake up at 4, which really is
It's not bad, though.
It's not a fun internal clock on days that you have off.
You gotta make sure you get like an hour nap in, maybe a 2-hour
Yeah.
nap in, and then you're right as rain.
I took about a maybe half hour, 45-minute nap before you guys got here. I woke up extremely groggy. That was not fun.
Oof.
I gotta say, speaking of you working a lot, I love McDonald's now. I don't know if I
Don't.
Well, the thing is, I am in love with their quarter pounder. Cause that's a solid piece of beef.
Oh, it's solid.
It's solid.
It's just I can't do it anymore. I can't.
I bet, you know, and everyone told me like, or everyone always tells me if they work in an area of food that like they can't eat there anymore, and I'm like, I worked at Monocle's and I ate there every single fucking day.
I will eat the food occasionally just because it's free.
Yes, I think that's what kept me motivated to keep eating it. It was just.
But it's usually one of those.
I
things,
should have paid for it, but I didn't.
It's one of those things where I'm eating half of it. I'm just like, this is garbage, and I throw it away.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I went dumpster diving today at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was throwing something in the dumpster we have outside of our area, and as I threw it down there, I noticed there was nothing in it, but I look and there's a full bottle of Dasani, and then 2 full bottles of Sunkist. I'm like, what? And they looked they were completely full, looked unopened. I'm like, what is going on down there? So of course I walk down the stairs. This is one of those like I walk like 3 steps down the stairs, throw it over the edge into the dumpster, and walk back up. But I noticed this, so I ran down, look in. I'm like, those are full unopened Sunkist. That's free fucking soda. So I dived in, got them. It was one of those cases where like I couldn't tell if they were like expired or whatever. Which okay, if it's expired, who gives a shit?
Starting to question your.
But
your
they had dents in the bottle, like and that's damaged goods technically. You can't sell that. So like that's and,
Interesting.
like you always see the labels. If seal is broken or bottle is damaged, do not consume. That's just saving their ass from a lawsuit.
Right.
I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with it, but it's just in case. So I was like, whatever, I'm taking these. So that's my fun story from the day. A dumpster dive for Sunkist.
Wonderful.
I guess there's worse things you could be dumpster diving for.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I've always wanted to go dumpster diving on campus during this time of year.
Because that's a hot mess.
This is when all of the like rich Asian students are going home.
Yep.
For the summer.
That's true.
Just throwing shit away.
And they just throw their expensive shit that their parents paid for away.
Because who fucking cares?
Like, I wish they would just throw out their expensive cars.
It's been known.
Because they'll
to just abandon them somewhere.
Really.
Yes.
Shit.
It's not unheard of. It's not happening.
Explain that to the BMV, like where like I just found this car, I want to title it.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So it's just such a waste of a car.
Yeah.
Until it gets
Absolutely.
impounded and then auctioned off or something.
You have to buy it from the auction.
Wild.
But that's also how you get a $30,000 car for like, what, $8,000?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
30,000. You went cheap for Purdue.
Oh yeah. They're driving fucking
Maseratis.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
kinds of shit over there.
GTRs, apparently. I've seen
Dude,
like
there's all
one
sorts of
or two.
wonderful cars being driven over there.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a Lamborghini on campus the other day.
Yeah. I'm not much of a car guy, but like, goddamn. And
A
again,
lot of Audis, too, and
like I said,
BMWs.
I really just want to do it just because I wonder what kind of little treasures I can find, like tech treasures and shit. Because I'm like, what can I find over here? And of course, like, I know I'm not gonna like what I really want is music gear, but I know I'm not gonna find any of that because the real music people will just keep it.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Right.
'Cause the music people are like,
No, this is good.
this is gonna sound weird, but I consider them like real people. Like they're not
Not
gonna be
rich people.
They're not frivolous with their shit.
Yeah. There's the word. Frivolous. They're not real people.
They're not real people.
Wow.
They're subhuman.
That's no. God damn.
Wow.
That's not what we're saying at all. Frivolous was the word.
Oh.
They're frivolous. Ooh, a stacky boy?
Y'all can share that if you want.
Ooh.
You gonna hide them Phoenix tears?
I'm out of Phoenix tears. I'll share a can of that.
What do you want, Zach?
I haven't had the Phoenix Tears, so,
It's an ass whooper.
is it?
If we split it between the three of us, it will still be an ass whooper.
That's okay.
It's a heavy boy.
It's like 11%. I think.
Oh my god, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was the Phoenix tears.
Oh, fuck yeah, spread it. In the words of Tyler McLaughlin.
Whom I miss very dearly. I don't think I've seen him since Fun for Funds.
What?
Yeah, he's had to skip out on a couple shows. Like last week, he had a really bad migraine.
That sucks.
This week, he's working night shift. Next week, he's working night shift.
No.
I don't think I'm going to see him until LaFiCon,
Dang.
which I am very excited for LaFiCon.
Me too.
I'm super excited for LaFiCon. We got a lot of the Journey into Comics Network has a lot of goodies that we're going to be handing out, like stickers and stuff. I've gotten some bumper stickers and static clings.
Static clings.
Static
That's
clings?
something I was very unfamiliar with until I saw it. They're just basically stickers that you don't peel off or stick or anything. You just stick it to your window and they just stay there.
It statically clings.
And you can take it off at any point and put it on something else.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Peels
you.
right off. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am eager to see what this tastes like because it's been sitting in my fridge for a while.
It smells delicious.
I'm definitely going to keep one or all of these cans.
Keep some back.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
Tastes just as good as when I tried it at 450.
Oh my god, that aged very well.
When
My
was that?
goodness.
That was 2018.
Yeah, it's at least.
It's
Oh, wow.
it's been at least 4 or 5 months.
I've never had this either. Huh.
This is really good stuff.
I'm really glad I'm sharing this can.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
Because
you.
I
It's
remember
delicious.
I was like, this tastes excellent, but it tastes heavy. It has an extremely heavy feel to it.
Oh yes.
And it's just wow. it's an for an IPA, it's an ass kicker.
It was nasty.
Sure is.
It's an ass kicker. Jumping topics. Okay, so no. Let's hype up some LaFiCon.
Yes.
So you got an after show.
Yes, we got another.
Let's talk about that after show.
After party's gonna be fucking awesome. Night of the Round's coming again.
Classic after show.
Yes.
Classic.
Classic.
Great.
Nobody was surprised by that announcement,
But everyone was excited.
Yes, absolutely.
but everyone was really fucking excited to hear it because they just get better every time.
They're, as they say, a fan favorite.
They're bringing their full video production this time, so pretty
Yeah.
excited about that.
That's
And then
great.
We've got the Tony Hawk Super Group Extravaganza premiere.
Do talk about that.
Yes.
We're just like the excitement goes completely monotone. Yeah, talk about it.
The Sluts are doing songs specifically from the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtracks.
Nice.
It's
That'll be fun.
it's funny that like this is the second week in a row that Tony Hawk Pro Skaters got brought up on this show because Keegan was here last week and that's all we talked. We talked about how movies. Well, the whole topic was movies need to end. And they're like, at some point, I think it was Star Wars. Everything got fucked up because we did Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, but then out of nowhere they were like 4, 5, and 6, and then we're gonna do 1, 2, and 3, and now people expect that. So we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, Underground. It's like
One Underground 1, 2, 3.
yeah,
Tony Hawk, fucking real American helicopter derby. 1, 2, 3.
I love Tony Hawk Underground.
Underground ones are good, but there were more.
There's 2.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
he's done like it never stopped. It just changed names.
I was never a terribly huge fan of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
You can keep your mouth shut, then.
Yeah, he did.
I
He did
will
like
not.
Tony Hawk American Wasteland or something
Yeah,
like
yep.
that.
The
I
Wasteland.
didn't say they
those-
were bad. I just didn't say I
I never
didn't
played
care
that
for
one. To be honest, I only played Thug 1 and 2. And speaking of, what an awesome like shortening of the name, Tony Hawk's Underground, Thug.
I love the way you threw it out so nonchalantly too. I was like, I thought for, I'd say 3/4 to 1 whole second. I'm like, Thug, Tony
And
Hawk.
for a second, you were like, wow, he is cool.
Wow, cool with a KEWL.
Ew, fuck. That is so cool.
Cool.
That's gonna be interesting to hear Robbie singing those.
He's
songs.
an excellent vocalist.
He's an excellent frontman.
He is. Both.
I think it'll be fun.
I want to get on stage.
He's a
for
fun frontman.
the,
I like Robbie.
Yeah.
that Goldfinger song. You know the Goldfinger song?
I don't know the Goldfinger song. So again, I never played Pro Skater.
You'll know. You'll hear it. You'll know. But yeah, and then I believe I might have a guy doing an 8-bit disco kind of
That'd be cool. That'd be
electronic
really cool.
set.
If we could get Colby back here.
I know.
That'd
I
be
miss
super
Colby.
cool.
I don't think I've seen him for 2 years now.
I saw him in January
Magfest.
at Magfest.
Lucky.
It was
Lucky.
wonderful.
I bet. I miss Colby.
Me
very
too.
dearly.
He's a good guy.
Come back, Colby.
Come back, Colby.
Come back.
I know you don't watch
Baby,
the show
come
that
back.
you did an intro song for, but come back.
Oh,
Please come back. I seriously miss Colby.
I sincerely
he was
miss Colby. I
one
want to.
of my favorite people to hang out with.
We need to find an excuse to go out and visit him.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't think that we'd have to create an excuse.
Look up some breweries.
No, that's the obvious one. I think it'll be a show. I think I'll pick the right show and say, okay, fuck
Isn't
it.
like the West Coast in that area like the mecca of craft brew?
There's a lot of really good stuff out there.
I dig that.
But I gotta find someone. I guess I could just go by myself and say, fuck it. Have you ever gone on a solo adventure?
The only real solo adventure I went on was to Bloomington. And at that time, that was the longest drive I had ever made.
Okay.
Yeah. And I went to see my buddies in Across the Sun. They were on a U.S. tour, and so I was. They played at a place called the Bishop.
The Bishop.
And I went down there and watched them play, hung out with them. It was a fun night. I ended up at the end of the night, I ended up missing my. So I took the 231 route down there, and so I missed my turn to get onto 231. Ended up half an hour away from Kentucky, and then turned around because I had decided I had gone too far. I was like, I am lost.
Oh.
I was really trying to make it to find a turn to go to Terre Haute because I had friends in Terre Haute at ISU. And I was like, I can just stay the night there. I can try to crash there and just go home in the morning because it's really late. But I just said, fuck it, turned around, found my turn, and went home.
Damn.
The drive home was much better than the drive there because at 2 in the morning, there's nobody on the road.
Yeah.
At 2 in the afternoon, there's a lot of people on the road, and it's really hard to pass on that road. And there's a lot of towns you go through.
I imagine.
That was pretty much my only solo adventure that I would deem worthy about saying it's an adventure. Because everything else has been like, oh, I went to Chicago, I went to Indy.
Right.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago a lot. Been to Kentucky a couple times. I've been to Louisville for a couple shows.
I drove to Florida once.
Oh, damn.
To take one of my exes to her court appearance, and then I left Florida because she was in jail by myself. So there's my adventure.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah, that really happened one time. I was just like, well, I guess I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah,
I went to like a rest area, took like an hour nap, and then, damn it, I did it all in one stretch. Just,
Damn.
yeah, that was like 12 hours.
That is hilarious.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fun drive.
it was great. Not.
I've been to Florida once. It was Orlando, and it was like the worst spring break ever, just because it was so boring. Orlando's super boring unless you want to pony up the money to go to Disney or Universal.
Well, sure.
I went to SeaWorld.
Ooh.
This was before Blackfish was out.
Oh.
However, when Blackfish did come out, I was like, yeah, I get it. I hated that place.
Yeah.
SeaWorld was kind of lame. Not going to lie.
What?
I always liked SeaWorld. I mean, I was growing up. I haven't been there in years.
I'd been ruined because I went to some aquarium in like North Carolina when I was a kid, or maybe it was Georgia or North Carolina, and it was just absolutely incredible. Then I went to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, and I'm like, this sucks comparatively.
I heard the Shed Aquarium was great.
Seeing, I bet it is, but the thing is, like that one in North Carolina was just so good.
Did you hear that the the Lafayette Columbian Park?
Getting penguins.
We're getting penguins.
Are we?
We're getting penguins.
Hopefully we get rid of those rapist otters and get them out of here.
Oh my God.
Or the monkeys that fling poo.
Why are they rapists?
Dude, do you know about otters?
No.
Sea otters are known to drown other weaker otters and then rape their corpse, because they're also really horny creatures, much like dolphins. They will actually in certain areas that have seals, they will do the same. They will drown the weaker baby seals, and just rape their corpse, and they will carry the corpse around for weeks, raping it.
Huh.
Wow.
Learn
Otters,
something new every day.
dude. I was once one of those people that was like, oh man, an otter would be so cool. They're so chill. They're so relaxed and cool and cute. And then my buddy Alan Dawson was like, bro, let me tell you something about otters. I'm like, what are you going to tell me about otters? And he's like, oh.
Listen.
And then he told me, I'm like,
secret, unknown truth.
I was like,
about otters.
holy shit. And then I looked it up. I'm like, holy shit. Otters are bad.
He wasn't fucking joking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Otters are real bad.
Ooh.
That's sad.
Kind of crazy. I always thought like having a tiger would be kind of cool as a pet.
Yeah, if it wouldn't murder you.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that part.
I wonder if we're so scared about other animals murdering us because we as humans murder so many animals. I'm scared of so many animals. I'm like, why are you scared of them? Because I think they're going to murder me. Like, you think every animal is going to murder you.
Nature is scary as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at really any animal and it can fuck you up.
It's as terrifying as it is beautiful.
Any animal can fuck you up given the chance. I believe that wholeheartedly. Like a dog, yeah, they're man's best friend, but if you do the very wrong thing, any animal can instinctually just be like, fuck this, and snap.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I don't care how loyal that dog is. If you do the wrong thing and it deems that an instinctual wrong thing, it will fuck you up. It could be your little poodle.
Agreed.
Makes me pucker up.
However, I don't believe a pug could ever hurt you.
Oh, they could try.
Worthless.
That
goes out to you, Tyler McLaughlin. I know how much you hate pugs, and I do too.
Wow. Interesting.
Aren't pugs the one that just kind of breathes? We're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck pugs.
They were bred to be like royal dogs. Huh. They were bred to
so they're royal
basically be like royal lap dogs, and what they would do is they're yippy. They're really yippy and aggressive in a yippy way. So if the pug, it was kind of like a defense thing for the royalty.
Fucking pugs.
Fucking weird fact of the day, aside from the otter thing.
No, that definitely tops the cake, man. I'm sorry. You can't just drop that bomb and be like,
and follow it up with pugs.
Right.
God damn. Fucking Sam Tarley over there. Just flooding us with information.
Like,
it's rocking my world.
Oh, Danny, hold on. Boy.
Yeet.
You.
Goodness.
I'm very excited to hopefully go down to the 450 North release this week.
Hopefully.
And hopefully get something.
Gotta get there early.
When Miranda sent me a text, I think, it was Friday. She goes, "Oh my God, there's already 270 people there."
Holy shit!
I was like, "Fuck!"
You gotta get there like really early.
Like I think they somehow got like super hyped.
Yeah.
Within the last couple, and it's just been super packed, which is good for them. I mean,
yeah.
I mean that's some serious business.
Yeah. It's out of control.
And I saw their post. They said, we sold out of everything.
Everything.
Normally, they sell out of like the big hitters, and then there's like one or two beers that like, yeah, we still got like 25 cases of this.
Yep.
Nobody wanted it. Last one, everybody wanted everything.
The last two.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus.
It's been wild.
And this is the 420 release.
Oh,
so
yeah.
everything is 420 themed. Mm-hmm. You know, we're getting that Pineapple Express and 420 juice again.
Strawberry cough.
420 nuggets. I haven't seen this. Okay, so explain to me the 420 cough.
Strawberry cough.
The strawberry cough?
Or 420. Yeah, strawberry. Phoenix tears, man.
Yeah.
Getting to me.
It's, what has it got in it? It's got strawberry and a bunch of different fruits.
Is it a slushy?
It's a slushy.
Okay.
Slushy XL, I think. I'll be the R&D department.
I love how that became a thing.
It's supposedly going to be super tasty.
I like last week I really wanted so I've tried two of the beers that I wanted to try. I tried Winter and Jungle Juice. The other one I really wanted to try was the orange fresh fruit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I got a little bit of that too.
How was that? You haven't tried it yet?
I tried a little bit of it at the Lord of Hops festival that we went to on Saturday.
How was that? Was that a good time?
It was a great time.
I mean, I'm guessing you want to talk about it on Brews With Dudes. Plug. Yeah. But,
no, it was a great time.
I wanted to go to that.
It was a lot of fun.
I remember, I think I even, like, RSVP'd, but I was chilling here, with the kids, went to a park.
Yeah. We squatted up. We went with a big, nice crew.
Nice.
Brought Mr. Kerrigan and Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin was there too. Austin drove us in the big pumpkin.
Big pumpkin.
It was a great time. There's a lot of really, really good beer. We did a the episode Brews With Dudes inside Hoplore, who's
Saw
hosting
that.
it. That was nice. We just went around to a couple of the different places that were serving at the festival. We're like, hey, we're going to shoot an episode. Can we get a can? They're like, sure.
Oh, that's badass. That's super
That was
badass.
fun. We met the owner of Two Toms.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. Very
That was
nice.
fun.
I love that. I love those little festivals. I mean, I've only been to the Corn Maze Festival at 450.
That's a huge one.
And that's huge. That was an
Thousands
incredible
of
experience.
People. There was probably maybe 200-300 people with this.
Oh man,
It's a nice packed. It was a packed little place.
such cool experiences. I actually got to plug the upcoming one that you're throwing this morning at the gym. I heard people. I walk into the locker room and all of a sudden I hear stout, and I'm like, you guys talking craft brew? And they're like, yeah, we're talking craft brew. I'm like, you're speaking my language now. Like, I now have a connection to you.
Right.
And
That's tall.
so like we talked. They talked about the one in Brookston. Is it Crasian?
Creation, yep.
Yeah, they were talking about that one. I guess the guy I was talking to was neighbors to the owners of that.
Oh, cool.
So he was talking about how one of their biggest selling brews. It's a honey red ale or something like that.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I don't really have much, but I got that on the kegerator. If you want to try it, I think it's my worst thing. And he's like, I love this. And then they, I guess, perfected the recipe, and now it's our biggest seller.
Nice.
But I was like, yeah, my buddy, he's throwing on a actual craft brew fest here in town. If you want to check that out in June. So
Nice.
if you
Plug.
plug,
Hashtag Lafayette Brews and Bowling Fest.
I'm super excited for that.
Me too.
I want to volunteer and help, but at the same time, I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Me too.
Yeah, I would love to enjoy it.
If I put on the event just right, then I can just walk in and enjoy it like anyone else.
I
doubt
tried to
that
get
would
Miranda to, but she's like, I don't know if I'm working or not, and I'm like, that's a bummer. Because
It'd be fun.
She'd be awesome at that.
It'll be.
I just finalized the lineup for the after party for that. It's
I'm
be
gonna
hectic.
regret downing that.
Yep.
I just downed the rest of my Phoenix cheers, and I'm gonna feel that.
Yep.
Oh, you'll
I'm
be
gonna feel
okay.
that.
It's gonna feel good. Though.
I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for that whole day.
It's gonna be awesome.
It'll be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a beer fest. One, cool. It's a beer and a festival. Two, I'm in familiar territory.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's stomping grounds, you know.
Yeah, right.
Like, and I'm gonna be, and three, I'm more than likely gonna be just surrounded by people that I fucking love.
Yeah. Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
And
Just me getting down, having a great time.
Oh yeah.
and the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bowling,
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. Music
Yeah.
all day.
Did I mention beer?
Food.
We're
Should
pretty
be
sure
food
we're
there?
working out the logistics.
Is the guac box gonna be there?
I think so.
Oh, sweet.
Actually.
I love the guac
but
box.
we are going to have bands playing on the bowling alley. On the bowling alley. So while you bowl, you can watch the bands.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
It's so cool that we're friends with Casey and
I know.
that whole lot,
Yep.
that whole building.
There's so much fun things. Oh my god. I just ripped something off here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So much room for activities out there. So
For activities.
Nice choice of words.
purposefully, carefully chosen words.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. I can't express how excited I am for that event.
Here's a fun fact that I haven't announced yet. We're going to be we're bringing our smoker, the Doom Room smoker.
Oh, awesome.
Down
so
to the pub.
that's why you're trying to get it up for, like, you're trying to improve it.
Yes. We're gonna wash it. We're gonna get metal work done on it to fix it up. Take it down to the pub. We're gonna start play testing the menu that we're gonna use at our eventual own location with Casey's Kitchen, and hopefully the Brew Fest will be our first time serving food to the public.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. Pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
And this weekend we have Doom Room's 6th anniversary.
Yep. Monstrous show.
6 years.
6 years. That's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy to think
That's
that
crazy.
6 years ago was 2013, and you had just moved into this house, and you just like I remember the Hilltop was done, and then we're all in the basement like, yeah, we're gonna start throwing shows here, and I'm like, dude, that's sweet. Yeah, we haven't come up with a name yet. And we're just starting, and like the only name that really I remember getting thrown around was the Doom Room.
The Tower of Power.
The Doom Room. Man, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, the Doom Room was the dumbest one on the list.
It was the dumbest one, yet it's the only one that stuck.
It rung so well.
And this is the thing that's it's stuck around longer than any of the other places.
Kind of joked around about it. It's like, yep, what do you call this guy's fucking Doom Room?
The motherfucking Doom Room.
I was like, God damn it, rhymes. It can't rhyme.
No.
We're not gonna be those people. And then it just fucking blew off the hinges.
There were so many dumb names before that, like fun names, like the Suicide Dungeon.
Yeah,
like
the Narrow House.
Right.
Named after the band Narrow House. Dodge Street.
Yeah, fucking Hilltop Fortress. That's probably the best one. Hilltop Fortress.
I loved the Fortress. Like, such a cool location because you can just party outside the whole time.
Yep.
There's a river across the fucking road, and you can just probably get drunk and drown in it.
Yeah.
Never happened. Never
Wholesome
happened.
Tons of people have
Wholesome
died out
fun.
there. Tons.
I mean, I remember the 4th of July show that Weed Bee played. It was like their first show there.
Second.
I think. Oh, second show there?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we played like 2 weeks before.
My first time seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm remembering this now. It was my first time seeing Weed Bee and that early incarnation of Weed Bee.
We were special. We were great.
Oh, I miss the days of Jerry just crab walking while flexing with his guitar.
Dude, Jerry was a boss. When we were stealing Winds of Plague riffs.
I've been listening to Doc Coyle's podcast. He's ex-guitarist from God Forbid.
Oh.
And he's got a podcast called The X-Man. And it's just this music podcast. He brings on people from the music industry, typically ex band members from bands and stuff. But no, he did this. He did an episode. It's like who created metalcore, and the episode was with the guitarist from Winds of Plague, and it was a really good episode. How like all the names that they brought in and all that. It wasn't just like Killswitch Engage. Like they barely mentioned Killswitch Engage or All That Remains. Like they were bringing back like the hardcore scene from before that.
Yeah.
But no, at one point they're like, yeah, people think that we're super heavy, and that we tune like super low, but no, we're an E standard. Winds of Plague is an E standard.
Wow.
What?
Huh.
What? So
yeah, after a little bit of listening, a year or two down the line, we were listening to some Winds of Plague. And we're like, and we're digging the song. It's badass. And then it comes to the breakdown, and we're like,
oh.
Oh.
The guitarist that wasn't in the band anymore, we're like, he stole this riff. Just flat out stole it, and none of us caught it.
What?
We weren't even playing the songs anymore, so it didn't matter.
Yeah,
It was like, oh my god. That was the Pop That Pussy breakdown.
Oh, fuck. As dumb as it was, like I loved those days. Like I got so into that music.
I want to write it down and on a couple pieces of paper, like going through the eras. Like we just found the zombie.
Oh
Like,
shit!
Oh,
Zombie
God.
era.
I watched that zombie get decapitated. Like
Yep.
you had a whole body, and then the head fell off from the rest of the body. Did that happen at the Berlin
It happened
or
in
at Center Stage?
Center Stage. Yep.
Okay. It was a
Yep,
Halloween
I
show.
gave him the old tap on the back, and his fucking body fell down. His head stayed on the stand. I think we got that on camera. Like,
Yeah, that was
there's a
the
recording somewhere.
Center Stage Halloween show with Born Under Burden
Yep.
and I don't remember anybody else. I think maybe Lucifus was there. I mean, it's the
Only
classic.
Human.
Okay, yes, Only Human. That was the
But-
first time I heard "I Want You Back," and I love that song.
I think is that when Crail played with us?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the pictures. I remember that was my first outing with the camera I just bought, and
Nice.
I had this probably my favorite picture of Aaron Crick, where he's just playing guitar and he's on stage and I think he's looking at James or Crail or somebody, and he just looks the happiest I've ever seen him because he's up there doing something he loves. And
Old Crick.
Great.
I haven't seen Crick in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Born on a Bird in a while.
Played the Halloween show.
They did.
I guess that was months ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
Wow, damn. Damn!
This year is flying by fast. I mean, it's
Yeah, I
already-
can't believe it's halfway through April.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm scrambling. We got to figure out field day.
band number 1 is down.
Yeah,
I told you.
that would be sweet.
We're pulling them out of retirement again. We need to start practicing a little more this time.
Wow.
We wrote a
Wow.
we wrote a new song and then had nothing. Like, we had nothing for it, like lyric wise, because we wrote it. We only had 2 practices between December and Fun for Fun. So
That'll happen.
yeah, it was just one of those things where we had to cancel a few practices. So
It happens. Sometimes
happens.
Bunner Jovi doesn't practice at all before shows. The greatest band that ever was.
the greatest
Ever
band
will be.
ever.
I think we got to get moving.
Yeah.
I think so.
We got
Yeah.
stops to make.
Things to do, people to
you gonna
see.
do some Taco Tuesday today?
There's going to be a little bit of taco action.
Yes.
Nice.
Definitely taco action.
We committed to some taco action that must
Very
be
nice.
executed.
Yep. Before it gets too terribly late.
All right. Well, Nick, do you want to plug anything of yours real quick?
We plugged pretty hard.
Plugged.
Oh, yeah.
This Saturday we got the Doom Room 6-year anniversary. 6 bands, fucking really awesome bands.
Yes.
All different genres. We got our first ska band,
Wow.
Dissonance and Descent. They're gonna be great. Skooma, they're playing Doom shit. Goodness, Throne of Iron. Tucker from Thorax.
Throne of Iron?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Come on.
Why didn't I see that?
I don't know.
Holy shit. I've been excited to see that.
Yeah,
I've been
they're
excited to see them.
phenomenal.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Who
And knowing
else?
is half the battle.
Dwarf Among Midgets.
Classic.
Crusadist.
Classic.
Ugly Bones.
Again, classic.
Yeah. Killer lineup. Then we got Sunday Fun Day. More like proggy metal shit. Embracing the Enemy. Tanzan.
Ooh, I want to see Tanzan again.
Yeah, they're sweet. So,
They're singers in like 3 or 4 different bands that have been to the Doom Room.
yes.
Like Innocent Times, and there's another one.
What was before them?
He's a crazy vocalist.
Yeah,
He's
they're
a
awesome.
crazy good vocalist.
And you Red Raptors 1 week from today.
Oh shit.
That bums me out that it's on a Tuesday because I got the show, I have the podcast. But if
Do it
I,
early. They won't play till 8 or 9.
you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Do it
Because
early.
you know what? Well, we usually get over with the show about 8:00 anyway. So
Oh wow.
Can't miss them.
I never miss.
Can't
Red
miss you Red
Raptors.
Raptors. They're the best.
You Red Raptors.
Can't
is
miss, won't
awesome.
miss.
Then the following week is LaughCon.
I'm super stoked for that.
LaughCon, I love that it's a whole weekend thing now.
It's great.
I hear you're gonna be doing a Star Wars panel.
Yes,
We're
Tyler
gonna be
and I are
talking
gonna-
some hardcore Star Wars.
We're gonna go super hard. I'm gonna write out topics, and
Sweet.
I'm going to be heavily involved with the R&D department so that it can be a very, very full, fun conversation.
Yes.
All the info right at our fingertips, so we can make easy references, and
Fuck yeah.
because there's a lot of fun Star Wars shit to talk about. This is a great year for nerddom.
It really is.
It's wild.
It really is. I mean, we got Marvel and Star Wars.
Yep.
Hardcore.
And
this
Game of
year.
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
It's
yeah.
a lot. It's a lot, and Star Wars. I just found out that new game. Here we go. That one last thing. That new Star Wars game coming out. EA is like producing it, but they didn't make the game.
No.
Oh.
It looks so good.
Respawn made it, which they made Apex Legends.
Yeah. Yeah. Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, something like that.
I shared a meme the other day, and it was
Have you
it
seen
was
trailers?
like,
Oh.
oh, it's good. It
Oh,
looks
man.
good. It's taking place after Order 66.
Oh.
You're like, oh, dude. Okay,
You're a
but,
Jedi in hiding. Anyway, I saw a meme and it said, it's like EA says that there will be no multiplayer. there'll be no microtransactions and never plan to have any multiplayer or microtransactions. It is strictly a single-player experience. And then it has Mace Windu. It's like, if what you tell me is true, then you have gained my trust.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm still down for a Mace Windu movie, by the way. If you're out there.
Dude, I feel like it's still possible. I don't know how entirely possible.
So today in the mail, I got the Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan book.
From who? Who wrote it?
Oh, I don't know. Female writer, female author, but it takes place before episode 1, obviously, and it's I'm excited to read it.
Cool.
I'm excited to read it.
And it's canon.
It's canon. I mean, it's written now.
Oh man.
Disney is considering now from episode 7 on canon. Anything created after episode 7 is canon. Because since they own it, they have to give the rights to it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is
It's a
good
good year.
news.
it's an excellent
It's a
year
big step. It's a big
for
step
Star
forward.
Wars.
It is.
Before we go, Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
I kind of thought this, and then Brandon kind of solidified it. Again, bringing up something Brandon said. Skywalker. He's not. We don't think the title's referring to like the Skywalkers, like the family. We're thinking more along the lines of the Jedi, the Sith, their factions. What if Rey starts a new faction, and she's going to call it the Skywalkers? We are not Jedi.
I believe that's
we're
already
Skywalkers.
I believe that's the term has been used before.
Yeah.
In old Star Wars stuff, referring to people as Skywalkers.
It's cool.
So it's definitely, I like that idea.
I like it. So I hope so. But let's go ahead and call it. So thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you. It was
Oh,
blessed.
If you guys listening, definitely check out Nick on his shows, Brews with Dudes and Dungeons with Dudes. And eventually we're going to do a happy, fun metal time again.
One day.
One day.
We're working on it. It's a very busy time of the year.
It is. It really is. Zach, again, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's the first time I'm here.
First time you're here.
Yes.
It's been a very long time since you've been on Podcastrophe in
Oh, yeah.
general.
Long time.
So I'm glad to have you back.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
glad we
Glad
could
to be here.
Glad I could have you on the very first episode of Game of King Chair.
Yes. It was great.
Very excited to keep that going. So check that out exclusively on Podcastrophe. Check out Podcastrophe on both the Journey into Comics Network feed and our own feed, which hopefully you're subscribing to. So if you want to catch a Game of King Chair,
It's the only place you can get it.
it's the only place you can get it.
You need to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Smash
that like button.
Smash
it.
or cram it.
You get all kinds of shows on the Journey into Comics Network, like Brews with Dudes and Dungeons with Dudes. You got Journey into Comics, Pour 360, all the other shows. I'm not gonna list them all, but there's a ton of them, and they're all fucking great.
I think
you
you
can
should say
marvelous.
all the
You can
goods.
check out Brews with Dudes every Saturday, and live whenever they do it.
Which is
All
very
the time.
random and all the time.
It's very random and very all the time, sporadic and awesome. You can check out Dungeons with Dudes. You usually do that on Sundays, correct?
It is every Sunday now.
Oh yeah,
Every Sunday is
they
is
live
a
it every
podcast.
Sunday, and they
then-
drop it live, and they drop it audio.
Yeah, the live
Yeah,
is all
it's-
the time.
It's great. Yeah, you're getting content from Nick like constantly.
It's a lot.
It's so
It's a
much.
lot of content.
It's so much
Great.
content.
It's so great.
And of course, you can check out Podcastrophe on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, and Spotify. Audio form every Thursday. And I think we're gonna drop Game of King Chair like on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Friday. I don't know if we're gonna live stream it every time, but
Yeah.
it might be a thing. Who knows?
We'll see.
We're still figuring out the details. Hopefully, we'll have an actual intro for it.
It's great.
We will.
We
It'll
definitely-
be me doing the Peter Griffin voice.
Oh, boy. Hey, if you want to record that, go for it. I am not going to stop you.
All right.
But if that is all. Check us out live every Tuesday right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And please make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand.
Big today. Gonna be a big day.